Hey everyone, Woodsuck here again. We're picking up where we left off on the last video with a rough out stage more or less with some details added in. This video is going to be more detail orientated, covering, little nuances here and there for the most part. And probably go about double speed in some parts of this just to speed things up a bit. The total length was around 34 minutes real time, so I dropped it down to about 17 minutes. And yeah, I'm just going over small bits here and there, or like around the eyes, mainly focusing on the eyes, and then gonna put a little teeth in this guy so it won't take too long. Using a small spherical diamond burr. It's on the finer side. It's not one of the coarse grade diamond burrs. You can get different grits or different grades for diamond burrs. Especially with the cottonwood bark, you want to use something that's not very aggressive, because this stuff's ultimately soft. But these pieces I've gotten recently tend to be on the hard side. They're a little more denser for some reason. I don't know. It's just due to the geography of where they're located. And I discussed that in the past. But I do plan on going back there this winter. I'm going to be collecting a bunch of it. So I think by Christmas time, I'll have enough for sale for everyone for a while. So that's my intent. Since I'm passing through, I might as well stop and collect some of this stuff. It's all over the place in Nebraska. So I call it the Cottonwood capital, more or less. It's pretty crazy. I'll show some footage of that. It's pretty wild. Yeah, so yeah, great stuff if you want to start off carving, or if you're an advanced carver. It's got a lot of nice qualities for all kinds of skill sets. Yeah, I tend to use the 12-inch length style of bark. I usually cut them down to size. And I've seen several other people using bigger pieces where they throw multiple faces on there. For instance, Jordy Johnson, I think he's a big fan of that stuff. It's probably a different kind of challenge, I would say, where to place those faces. But I just like to use a singular kind of style face for the most part. And focus on one face and just go from there. Yeah, at this stage of the game, I use these diamond burrs for the majority of the work, the detail work, because they actually smooth things out at the same time while removing material. So it's a twofold process with that. And you only have to hit it with some minor sandpaper or steel wool at the end. So this piece, you see the crack above his forehead. I was kind of concerned about that, but it didn't seem to affect the underlying material too much. It turned out pretty nice. I think it adds to the character as well. Just everything about this bark is the texture is beneficial to the overall piece, I'd say. And I don't like to remove it all and expose that brownish bark for the overall appearance. I just like to leave that for the face, exposed face more or less, and then just leave the surrounding natural texture of the bark to add to the personality of the piece, whether it be a hat on top or perhaps a beard at the bottom. Kind of make it so it like blends in with the whole overall piece of bark, like it's a part of the piece in general. More or less like an integration of sorts, I would say. Yeah, and at this point, the Stylo Plus is the only used Dremel at this point. All the heavy removal has already been done with the 370. So with the Stylo Plus, you gotta be careful. Like sometimes you hit the wrong button when the chuck key in there, and then the thing will start spinning, and it could possibly damage the machine. So just be aware of that. So you got to pay attention for little things like that. But the black one is marked as a chuck removal button, and the blue one's the on and off button. So they got it color coded, but sometimes it gets covered with dust, and you might get slightly distracted from that. So I would say just keep your tool relatively clean. Because the other day I actually did that, and it sounded kind of horrible. And I thought, I thought it may be the end of the machine, but apparently it took the damage quite well inside whatever happened, and it still works properly. So it doesn't make any sounds differently than before. So I might have to buy another one just in case for backup because they're so cheap. And another tool you guys probably have with your toolkit is a pencil. It's pretty important, just marking in the areas that need attention. So like what I'm doing here is I'm just marking areas where I need to remove or recess certain areas of the face around the eyes, marking in the teeth there, where to put the gaps and stuff like that. So I'm using a very pointy conical, elongated conical diamond burr for this. It's not really aggressive, but it does the job without any effort. And yeah, it's just like doing a dental work more or less on this one. I'm just trying to gap in the side pockets of the mouth there. Give it, like, void out the area there a little bit, remove some stuff. And that's a perfect tool to do that, or perfect burr, I should say, to get in those tight areas without like disturbing the surrounding areas of the wood. It's like a like a small like probe, like burr or something like that, where you can do non-invasive surgery to the face without any disturbance or destruction of the piece itself. And here's I'm just kind of like giving the eyes some more depth because I thought they were a little bit flat. Give it more contour. And I'm going to have this guy, he's going to be looking up to his upper right a little bit. So I'm going to punch in the pupils later on, you'll see here shortly. And there I'm marking him right there, where he's going to be kind of glancing upwards to the right. Yeah, it just gives the piece a whole dynamic as well, especially when you have details on the face. These little other nuances of the eyes give it more character and more life, more or less. And combined with the smile of the piece, of the character, I mean, is just adds some kind of a positive thing about it. It's not a glum looking piece as I sometimes do. It all depends on how you feel, I guess, at the moment. Yeah, something about this bark also I want to mention is the texture of it. It seems a rather rough kind of a material to work with. Even after you sand it, it still seems a bit kind of raw or rough. So, and it adds like to the character as well. I could positively say, and yeah, this guy's just having a good old time smiling here, chilling. Pretty much, this one turned out pretty fast and easy. Wasn't any problems at all. After a while, like the more you do this stuff, the easier it gets. And yeah, it's like you can just close your eyes and almost do it sometimes, which would be another interesting topic if you could do a blindfold test. But do it by touch, see how what's coming out. That'd be interesting. Maybe I'll do that sometime. Be kind of strange. See what the results are. The only thing with that is be dangerous, so you wouldn't want to hurt yourself inadvertently by carving into your hand. So maybe it's not a good idea on hindsight, but maybe you would have to wear some kind of protective glove on your left hand or right hand, whatever which way you carve. But I don't know. It's up for an idea, I'd say. But put that in the bookshelf for later. So I'm sure it's piqued my interest a little bit. So I don't know. We'll see. I'd hate to do a live stream of that. That'd be crazy. But yeah, kind of adding in the eyes a little bit, the pupils a little bit better with this larger spherical diamond burr. And smoothing out some rough edges as well. So yeah, I'd probably skip that part where I punched in the pupils in a while back, but I'll chapter mark it, so if you guys want to check it out, chapter points will be in the description of the video if you're interested. That's if you don't like just watching the whole video. You can skip around to your parts that interest you. Maybe you have a problem with a certain area you want to check out, so I'll have those chapter point as much as I can for the sake of easeability. Yeah, so I'm not going to put any coating on this piece. I usually don't do that. Some people do varnish it. It creates a darker face, which I'm not really fond of. I like to keep it natural. I guess it's a matter of preference. One's choosing. This piece will probably be a wall mount. Just drill a hole in the back and hang it on a nail. Plus it's got a flat back. It makes it easy to do so. Yeah, I could have probably stretched this one out longer if I wanted to, but I think I found my stopping point, and I don't think it needs any more detail work. Sometimes you just have to let it go. Here I'm just hitting it with some rougher kind of steel wool, followed by like some finer grain stuff. Because I have rough stuff, will really take that stuff down rather quickly. Yeah, I think I need to get another relief carving in next time. And hopefully I get something going on with that. So after that, I'll be doing more cottonwood bark carving. Should be able to pump out a few faces a week for that. With the cottonwood bark, it's a lot more faster. So yeah, I look forward to that. I just been going through some personal changes here, so that's a little bit hindrance. You can't do everything right. So anyway, definitely like making videos because it gets me more motivated, more ideas, and maybe possibly helps everyone out with some tricks and tips here and there. And just happy to share anything that I know that can take your carvings to the next level. So yeah, it's a limitless world with the creativity involved with the carving, because no two pieces are alike. So yeah, I just gave the piece a inspection from all angles, see what it looks like, see if there's anything that needs addressing. So far so good, looks okay to me. A little close up there, checking out details. Yeah, I think this one's a winner. So anyway, and yeah, we'll see what we come up with the next video. Should be interesting, I'm pretty sure. So until then, anyway, hope everyone's well, and take care, everyone. See you on the next one.